What's up, y'all? It's your Racist Squad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, round here, we don't forget. Like I always say, I try to keep these videos coming, but life gets busy sometimes, and it's okay, pal. It's okay. You know what I'm saying, pal? But hey, look, if you like this video, as far as when you watch it, you know what I'm saying? You can like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell, because we definitely make more videos like these. Because around here, we don't forget. It's like the first time I messed up on my intro. But hi guys, I'm just shading Toro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, cause this was a request for me to draw on TikTok. Somebody wanted me to draw him, so I drew him, and I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so I was like, yeah, why not draw him? You know what I'm saying, pal? So I'm just shading him, and I also want to give some art tips. You know what I'm saying? I think we all need some tips here and there. You know what I'm saying, pal? This is basically our tips on how to become a better artist also, but also what you need to do, like the discipline, you know what I'm saying? And these are 3 tips of having discipline on being an artist. I'm speaking from my point of view when I say these tips. I know other people got other points of views on how to become a better artist. So these one is just my point of views, and if your points of views on being a better artist works for you, that's awesome. You know, keep it up. You know what I'm saying, pal? But my first tip is to be very, very, very disciplined with it, and what I mean by that is not making excuses to not come to the drawing table. In other words, like, you know, when it's time to draw, you make up other excuses, like maybe you go hang with friends or instead, or you probably, I don't know, whatever you do instead of drawing. And you know, especially if you know you're a good artist, or especially if you're a beginner, if you're at the beginner phase of becoming an artist, and you make up and it's time that, you know, it's time to draw, like you got a certain time where you draw. Like me, for example, I got certain times where I come draw. Like I would say, let's say, like, for example, if I wake up in the morning, I say, like, let's say I wake up at 7 o'clock. I'd be like, okay, I'll start drawing time at 9 o'clock, just to give me an hour to wake up, eat, and all that. And then drawing time starts at 9 o'clock. So if you set a drawing time for yourself to start drawing, and that time comes around, and you're like, well, your friends hit you up before that time, and then you go chill with friends instead of drawing. Or gosh darn it, at least take the drawings with you while you're chilling with your friends, so you could draw while you're with them. That'll work. But if you don't do that, and you want to chill with friends instead of draw, that's making an excuse. It's not really discipline. You know what I'm saying? If you're chilling with friends instead of drawing, knowing that you're trying to become a better artist, or if you're doing like other things, let's say I don't know, let's say you like to go out and go shopping or something, and you're doing that instead of coming to the drawing table. That's an excuse. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to get that drawing done that you need to get done. I think being an artist comes with real commitment. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very committed. The second tip, because wow, this time's going by fast. The second tip is to become a more disciplined artist. The second tip is to I wrote my tips down. I really wrote my tips down. The second tip is to practice drawing hard things. You know, like for me, I like drawing manga style. I like drawing anime. You know what I'm saying? I don't really draw realistically, but sometimes I put my drawing to the test and try drawing realistically, just to put myself to the test. Try doing that. Try getting out of your comfort zone. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Another step to becoming a disciplined artist is to get out of your comfort zone and draw something that's probably hard for you to draw. Like, I remember when I first started drawing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, this was really hard for me to draw. I'm not going to lie. It was really, really hard for me to draw. But I had to keep practicing on it. Because you see, the way his lips is, I'm not good at drawing lips like that. But these ones I drew pretty good because I kept practicing on it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that if you keep going on drawing something that's really hard to draw or drawing out of your comfort zone, you would definitely get better at it, especially if you're working at it every single day. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm at the drawing table every day. Every day I'm at the drawing table. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not at the drawing table. 24/7, 365, pal. You know what I'm saying? There's not a day that goes by where I'm not at this drawing table. My third tip, so we got to get out of your comfort zone, not making excuses. And my third tip is to enjoy it. That's what I say in all my videos. Enjoy your art. Because if you don't, you're not going to do it. It's that simple. If you don't enjoy the process of becoming a better artist, if you don't enjoy your art, it's not going to happen. You're not going to be a good artist because you just don't want to do it anymore. You have a lack of motivation, I guess. And you're not going to want to draw your art anymore. You're not going to want to draw anymore. I met a lot of people that said they stopped drawing because they thought they wasn't good at it no more. And I always tell them, like, yo, get back to the drawing table and keep drawing. Keep going. Like, nobody's going to be automatically good in a hurry like that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going and keep drawing. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to be good as fast as you want to be good, if that makes sense. You got to put in the effort. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to put in the effort. So that is my third tip. And I think I keep stuttering. I think the third tip is most important. To love what you do. To love your art. To appreciate your art. You know what I'm saying? That's the third tip. The third most important tip is to love and appreciate your art. Because if you don't, you're not going to do it anymore. You're not going to have that drive, that fire in your heart to be a good artist, you know? You're not going to feel like doing it. You're going to feel a lack of motivation. And then you're just going to give up on it entirely. And then when other people see your art, they be like, yo, why did you give up? You're not bad. You're a good artist. And what you thought was bad art, in their eyes, it looks beautiful. So you basically gave up for nothing, all because you judged your art in a negative light. And I always talk about that also in my videos. Judging your art in a negative light is not a good thing. You got to get out of that, and you have to realize how good of an artist you are. All right? So these are my 3 tips on becoming a better artist. I'll probably have to finish this drawing when I get off work because I got to get ready for work. Yeah, as much as I want to stay at the drawing table and just do this all day, I can't, y'all. You know what I'm saying, pal? But hey, look, if you guys like the video so far, like and subscribe and ring that bell, you know what I'm saying? Because we definitely make more videos like these because around here, we don't forget. We just don't. Guys, I'm out of here. I got to get ready for work. Yeah, have a good one.